So here's my next project. It's too hot. I don't feel like doing it today anyway. But like a ding ding, I was flying my drone, taking some video of the ducks yesterday, and I was just kind of screwing with them. But I had the drone up here. Actually, I came over the top of this roof and was flying an orbit around the pond. And unfortunately, I wasn't paying attention, and I backed the drone about 100 feet up in that tree up there. It's stuck up there. So here's the actual drone flight sortie. So I just filmed the donkeys, and it was raining, and I figured, yeah, I'll go over and before I land, I'll go over and shoot some video of the ducks, and put it up, you know, high enough to get over that what do you call it, workshop there. And as you'll see here, I start to come in over the top of the duck pond. At this point, to be honest with you, I was like, you know what, I already didn't like the way this video was framing up. It was a little bit too clunky. The ducks weren't really being as playful as they normally are. So right about here, I'm like, screw it. This one's this one's not good footage. So what I ended up doing was, you'll see here, I pull up, gain a little altitude, did a smart thing, like any good pilot, right? For situational awareness. I did a quick 360 to kind of see where I was in terms of obstacle avoidance, and started shooting an approach into the landing pad there on the house. Didn't like the way the approach was coming, so I figured, I'm going to back up and do that again because it was looking kind of pretty. And then all of a sudden, oops, I backed it into a damn tree. Either climb the tree or cut the tree down, or I've got another thing I'm going to try. But it's just too damn hot and I'm not in the mood. So it's going to sit there overnight, and maybe first thing tomorrow morning I'll find some way to get my butt up that tree and get my drone back. Well, my damn drone is about 100 feet up in the top of that tree somewhere. It's right about there, I think. I can't find it. So, time to fire up chainsaw. Cut a couple of these little guys down. I've got a system here. I can get up to about 70 feet. So, let's see what happens. You know you love your drone, and or you're functionally dependent on it. You spend all morning like I am trying to find it. I thought it was 100 feet, but I'm guessing that's closer to about 70 feet, which is good. But I got the chainsaw out, thinned out a couple trees, and I got some, I spent the last hour with a pair of binoculars, and I just found it. Thank God. It's about, you're not gonna be able to see it on the video, but it's up there in that cluster of green leaves up there. So now, next step is I've got about 6 or 7 sections of 10-foot EMT pipe that I'm gonna plumb together, and got a technique I'm gonna try, see if I can get up there and poke that thing and get it out of the tree. Well, I'll tell you what, I think it was smart to thin the trees, because I'm thinning them anyway, because I briefly considered climbing that tree. I was like, at my age and with my general upper body strength, which is not bad for my age, but ain't no way. I'm too old. I'm too old to be climbing close to 100 feet up a tree. That's a goal I can aspire to. Not today. Now, you know damn well, given how much video I post online these days, that I'm overdue to do something really stupid. And I promise you guys that when I do, as long as I don't kill myself, I'll be honest about what I did, and I'll post it so you can all laugh at it. So anyway, don't move, sweetie. Stay. Following up on the recovering my drone from way the hell up on top of that tree. The EMT pipe solution I was going to use over there to reach up and poke the thing down isn't going to work. As soon as I put 2 of those 10-foot poles together, it was so flip-floppy, there was no way it was going to work. So I did some poking around, decided the tree, I think the drone is in this tree, pretty sure. But this is kind of a ugly tree. So, and it's not well developed, so I'm bringing the tree down to get the drone back. So I did I got a little aggressive because it's so damn hot and humid. I mean, I can admit I'm being a little sloppy. So I went a little bit too far with the original cuts. Did my plunge cut, and as often is the case, this happened to me more often than not, did the plunge cut, and because this is, you can't really tell,
make it a little bit. This is actually a leaner, so this tree is much heavier on the left side as you look up. And I'm trying to get the tree to fall that way to the right, but it's leaner, so it sat back on the chainsaw bar, which happens to me more often than not, it seems like these days. So I used the old highway or trucker's hitch, a rope with a trucker's hitch down there, to try to pull this tree kind of level so I could pull the saw out. And that didn't work because this tree is too big and too heavy. So I was like, you know what? I got a choice. I can either call it a day and say the gods are conspiring against me and the drone's not coming down today, or I can bring out the big guns. So I went and got my I forget what the Schedule 80 or whatever they call grade 80 chains, big industrial chains. Pulled the high lift jack off the front bumper of my truck and started pulling this thing. And just before I turned this video on, I pulled it maybe one too many cranks, and I heard the hinge in the cut down there snap, and the tree started coming over right towards me. Because I'm not behind the saw, I took my helmet off. I still got my gloves on, but took the helmet off and whatever. So as that thing cracked and started leaning towards me, my instinct was to yell at her, to put her butt down and make sure she didn't move, and just take a step back. And it stopped coming down, so it's barely sitting there. So I'm gonna go pull that chainsaw blade out and push this SOB over. Hopefully that drone will come down, and this will be a happy ending. Okay, here we go. Come on, drone. Every time I do this, I feel like an idiot. I'm pulling a tree towards me. So what would any tree guy tell you? Where's your exit? I got no exit behind me. This is all bramble. So my exit is that way. Hunter, you stay where you... Back up. Back. Sit down. Here comes my drone. Where is it? Damn. Maybe I can just walk up this thing now. Yeah. Yeah, that's my next idea. So, there's the drone right there. It's tiny. I mean, it's a small drone, but at least I know where it's at, and it's, shall we say, gettable. Whew. Well, I got that tree down, and this is like where the drone was, and I'm like, where'd it go? And I'm looking around, and doop, doop, doop. There's my drone. Shut up, ducks. The camera gimbal got broken. Disappointed. I was really kind of hoping to get it back down with no damage whatsoever. So I'll look at it and see if it's something I can repair. I doubt it. Probably gonna have to go back into depot maintenance. And my experience with DJI is I probably won't see this thing for another 6 months. It takes them forever to do repairs.